Gildedguy is a character within a universe full of people with circular heads and bizarre powers. There's a small series of videos featuring this golden armored guy, but they focus on battles instead of storylines, so you can watch them in any order. I'm going to talk about the most recent one, Gildedguy vs. Bog. Now's your chance to watch it. The Gildedguy videos are part of an animation community where two animators agree to duel, and then both participants animate their characters fighting. The audience watches both animations and then votes on who should be the winner. Matches can be part of official tournaments, or like in this case, only one of the animators drawing the fight for fun. The particular group Gildedguy fights in is called RHG, and every animator has to represent themselves with a stick person character. If this is your first time hearing of an animator versus animator battle, they're tons of fun to watch, and there are battles in different communities for non-animators too. Those competitions usually rely on comics or still art for the fights. Okay, so let's take a look at the animation itself. Michael Moy, aka Gildedguy, aka the animator himself, writes that he didn't employ any new techniques to make this one. And if you watch his past two Gildedguy fights, yeah, that pretty much seems to be the case. The general improvement in Gildedguy vs. Bog is due to more creative scene planning, like tricky camera angles and perspectives, and general improvement in drawing this character. Everything is animated in Flash, but the Bog fight uses pencil and pen lines for the line art, something Michael did not do in the past fights, which are brush tool drawn. While I usually favor the brush because it changes thickness depending on how hard you press down while drawing, the consistency of the pencil lines make this animation look a lot more polished compared to the others. I like it. The new line style in Gildedguy vs. Bog still has that gritty, alive feeling of the other animations because it's loose and sketchy instead of formulated and perfect. So, how do you animate a good-looking fight scene? One of the most important things is an animation principle called spacing. Spacing is how the character changes position across every individual drawing. If you have big spacing, the character moves a lot from drawing 1 to drawing 2. If you have tight, short spacing, the character doesn't move very far across each drawing, which means big spacing is for fast movements and short spacing is for slow movements. Now, the trick for a great fight sequence is not to use big spacing everywhere. That's crazy, and the viewer won't be able to follow what's happening. So what you do is instead you use big spacing and punctuate it with critical clash moments between the characters using small spacing. For example, in this scene, Bog is flinging Gildedguy all over the place and he's moving like crazy, but whenever there's contact, the animation stops. Big spacing, small spacing, or really no spacing at all, it's a still frame. Fast slow does great things for your viewers. The fast action is a whirlwind, but then there are spaces where we get to see the smash, a slow spot where our brain can interpret what's happening. Here, Bog swipes Gildedguy across the stage and then crushes the empty armor between his jaws. Big spacing, huge changes in movement between two drawings here. It slows down for a few drawings and then bang, a big jump in movement again. The pieces hurtle into space and then slowly reconstruct themselves in an ultra-smooth, skin-prickling scene of triumph. But if you watch this reconstitution section slowed down, you can see it's not all the same spacing because there are moments where the pieces suddenly fly together faster for more impact. Bam, chest, bam, arms, bam, head. Again, that slow, fast pattern really gives action scenes punch. Compare that with a normal non-action scene and you'll see the animation has a more constant, even movement speed. Just gonna casually remove that sword. But here, every hit is slowed down so you can see. The bigger the impact, the more slow motion. That's my tip on animating fight scenes for today, but gosh, this animation is so neat. The art style breaks into something different a couple of times to show the psychotic nature of Gildedguy fighting Bog inside his own mind. There's so much you could talk about here, especially the lighting, because for the main animation style, the lighting is really what makes it stand out. That Michael puts all the time to draw in all of those highlights really shows. It's great.